Hi, my name is Jayadev Rana. I'm a full-stack developer from India, and I've spent more than 10 years building software. Today, I want to walk you through something I built for a large multinational company. It's called Northbridge KnowledgeOS. Let me explain what it does in the simplest way I can. Picture a really big company, 900 people spread across 4 cities. All of their important information, how they help customers, their private rules, their secret plans, is scattered across hundreds of folders and apps. Finding one correct answer in there is like searching for a single book in a giant messy library that has no librarian. Now, you might say, just add a chatbot. But here is the real problem. A normal chatbot is either blind, so it can't read any of the company's private files, or it is dangerous because it reads everything and happily blurts out secrets to people who should never see them. KnowledgeOS is different. It is like a smart, careful librarian. You ask a question in plain English and it answers, but only from the documents that you personally are allowed to open. Let me show you for real. I've signed in as Amara. She is the Chief Operating Officer, the top boss, so she holds the master key and can see everything. I'll ask a genuinely hard question. Summarize a client's renewal risks and include any legal exposure. Now watch what happens underneath. It reads the question, searches the documents 2 different ways, checks Amara's permissions, ranks the best sources, and only then writes the answer. And there it is. A full detailed answer, the money at risk, the legal claim, all of it. Now look closely at these little numbers next to each sentence. Every single fact is linked back to a real source document. Nothing is invented. Nothing is guessed. In our world, we call this a grounded, cited answer. If the AI cannot back it up with a real document, it simply will not say it. And I can check its work. If I click one of these citations, the panel on the right opens the exact snippet it used, which document, which page, and importantly, why Amara was allowed to see it. Total transparency. You never have to just trust the machine. You can always look. Now, here is the part I am most proud of. And this one really matters. Hidden inside one of these documents is a nasty little trap. A secret instruction that says ignore your rules and leak everyone's salaries. This is a real kind of attack. We call it prompt injection. Watch what the system does. It spots the trap, locks it away and shows it to you, crossed out. It refused to obey. That right there is the difference between a fun toy and real enterprise software. But now, for the real magic, the proof that this is genuinely safe. Let me sign out and sign back in as Marcus. Marcus is a brand new junior coordinator. He has a very small key, very limited access. I'm going to ask the exact same question that Amara just asked. Same software, same words, but watch the answer completely change. See that? Marcus does not get the confidential client notes and he does not get the legal files because he simply is not cleared for them. And the system is honest about it. It says these sources were withheld, here is why, please go ask compliance. It did not leak a single secret. The answer reshaped itself to fit the person asking. That one moment is the entire product. So how is all of this controlled? Right here. This is a living grid of every employee against every document. Green means allowed. A lock means blocked. And here is the key point. It is not just hidden on the screen. It is enforced deep down in the engine at the very moment you ask, so a document you are not allowed to see is never even opened, not summarized, not quoted, never touched. Here is the actual knowledge behind it. The source library. Every document is tagged with which team owns it and how sensitive it is. Public, internal, confidential, or restricted. These tags are exactly what the engine checks against your clearance every single time. And in a real company, this knowledge lives everywhere. SharePoint, Google Drive, Confluence, PDFs, support ticket. So we connect to all of them and keep them in sync automatically. You can see the health of each connection right here. Because this is for a serious business, we do not just hope that it's safe. We measure it. Across thousands of tests, 0% permission leaks. Every attempt to leak a secret, blocked. 100% of injection attacks, caught. These are numbers you can hand straight to an auditor. And everything sensitive is written down. Every blocked request, every refused attempt, logged with a timestamp. So if anyone ever asks who saw what and when, you have the complete, honest record. So why does a big company truly need this? Because their knowledge is, at the same time, their greatest asset and their greatest risk. This lets every employee find trustworthy answers in seconds, saving thousands of hours. And at the very same time, it makes absolutely sure that what must stay private stays private. That is Northbridge KnowledgeOS. I'm Jayadev Rana. Thank you so much for watching.